Well, let's go talk to people. Hey, Kaiser.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinium, Doctor. I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with.
Okay.
So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere, meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
You're talking about that alpha predator that attacks Terramorphs.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats Terramorphs, the Asyles?
Yes. I remember, sure, doesn't ring a bell. Wait, there's a thing that eats Terramorphs? No, I remember.
Apparently they were bloodhounds for Terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asyles were chosen to fill in the gaps.
We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asyles' hunting skills to track down the Terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the Terramorph problem definitively.
So, these things kill and take down Terramorphs, but they're nice, cuddly, and docile and fine to be put on human worlds? Because that seems unlikely. Could the Asyles really clean up whole worlds like you're describing?
All our data suggests so. Asyles, they're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt Terramorphs wherever they're hiding. Which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the Terramorph data. On worlds where Asyles were present, Terramorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is Terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Asyles are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do.
So if there are no Terramorphs, what do these things eat? Are the Asyles things dangerous?
If you pick a fight with one, or you're a Terramorph, sure. But Asyles were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War, as livestock.
They're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
Not sure I like the idea of introducing random aliens to human worlds across the galaxy. Using aliens to our own ends sounds like a xeno-warfare team all over again. No. If they're not being used for warfare, then it's not xeno-warfare. I mean, kind of. It's xeno on xeno warfare, which I guess could count as xeno warfare. But that's different. I'm gonna say this. Not sure I like the idea of introducing random aliens to human worlds across the galaxy.
Well, there is another option. It'd be faster, maybe even more effective. But it's got its own risks. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with Terramorph DNA for us. which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees.
Okay, then let's discuss how we make these plans a reality. That sounds like you're playing with fire. I vote for the Asylees. If up to me, I'd deploy the microbe. Anything less could mean lives lost. What kind of risks are there with the microbe? And who exactly is going to be doing all this work dispersing the microbe or the Asylees? What risks are there with the microbe?
Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the task of cleaning up terramorphs. But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. So to say there's zero risk would be a lie.
Yeah, bioweapons. I don't know about that. Who exactly is going to be doing this work, dispersing the microbe or the Asylees?
Well, that's still not 100%. But it sounds like the Vanguard will actually be picking up a fair bit of it. But there's no sense in hammering down those sorts of details before we've made a decision on which route we're taking.
I would personally think the Asylees. Again, bioweapons are dangerous. And I think are more likely to get the tribunal upset that you're having, like, the 3-faction agency creating bioweapons. No one likes that, even if it's targeted for a specific alien species. That's problematic. If these Asylees were actually peaceful, domesticated cows that like terramorph flesh, but are totally fine otherwise, as you're trying to make them out to be, then that seems definitely the safer, better option.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, that sounds like you're playing with fire. I vote the Asylees.
Inclined that way myself.
With either path, though, we're looking at a long-term commitment. Years of work. Even just getting these plans off the ground is going to take time. And all routes are going to require some highly specific materials to make things work. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asylees gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around.
But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinian.
Uh-huh. Well, let's not waste any more time, Londinian. Here we come. If this is what it's going to take, the planet overrun by terramorphs, isn't that suicide? Are we even allowed on Londinian? Londinian had an Asylees population? I mean, that's a fair question, because supposedly terramorphs don't go where Asylees are.
It was the central hub for Asylees processing during the Colony War. But, and this part's exciting, the terramorph data suggests Asylees were first found there. The planet it's on, Toliman 2, was their homeworld. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the terramorphs, came from that same world. Which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the terramorph source world. The Asylees were too damn effective at cleaning them up. Additionally, it explains why once the Asylees were gone, the outbreak there was so catastrophic. Londinian could very well be where the terramorph saga began. And the key to its end.
Okay. So terramorphs and Asylees were on Londinian. Or I guess the Londinian planet. And then when humans wiped out the Asylees to eating them, terramorphs just suddenly exploded and attacked? Maybe. Are we even allowed on Londinian?
It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off for this excursion. This trip is all above board.
A planet overrun by terramorphs, isn't that suicide?
It's dangerous, yes. But Kaiser, Percival, and I, we've trained for this. And you're not so green yourself. And the last thing I want right now is for the UC to stick us with some gung-ho jarhead who's gonna put us and the mission at risk. Captain, you're the reason we're all here right now. You're the person I think can help us finish it. Will you join us on this?
Yeah, let's not waste any more time, Londinian. Here we come.
Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there.
But you need to know, Londinian, it belongs to the Terramorphs.
They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Okay. Visit Lieutenant Azevedo to purchase new gear. And then while we were talking, I got a new quest popped up. Yeah, Mist Beyond Measure. To attend the memorial service today. So we're gonna do that. Because having Sarah and I miss Barrett's funeral seems like a bad call. Oh, and Vasco. And anyone else I've got on my ship that I've forgotten about. From Constellation. That's nice. We're gonna head to Alpha Centauri to the Constellation Lodge, I assume, on Gemini. Jameson, not Gemini. Gemini. To the lodge.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Sure. What's up?
How are you holding up?
I'm fine, thanks. I mean, I would start with I'm fine, thanks, but I would also want to ask how she is. But I'm fine, thanks.
Don't forget to take time for yourself, okay? Plenty of rooms if you need to sit down and be alone for a while. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together.
Thanks, Sarah. You don't need to be strong for everyone, Sarah. You can grieve too. I'm sorry, I wish I could say the same thing. Yeah, you don't need to be strong for everyone. You can grieve too.
We all have to get through this our own way. Don't worry about me. Really, I'll be fine. Constellation is no stranger to loss. Our own founder left on an expedition and never returned. It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words.
I guess I will say words if no one else is. Hello, everyone. I guess I should say something, but I don't know what. Thank you all for coming. I'm just going to say it. Barrett didn't just die, he was murdered. Oh, that is... I mean, it's true, but harsh to say. I guess I should say something, but I don't know what. Barrett was my friend. I let Barrett down. I let Constellation down. I'm sorry. Barrett knew the dangers we faced better than anyone. We will never forgive those responsible for Barrett's death. I mean, we could just go straight in on the Starborn are murderers and monsters during his funeral. Barrett was my friend. He was more than just an eccentric astrophysicist. He was the best among us. Could have saved him. I should be the one who's gone, not him. If he was here, he would tell us to keep going, to never stop. We will never rest until he's avenged. If he was here, he would tell us to keep going, to never stop. I'm going to miss him for the rest of my life, and I don't know how I'm going to live without him. I'll do everything I can to honor his memory, and I won't stop until the Starborn pay for what he's done. Yeah, those bottom choices are a lot. I'll do everything I can to honor his memory.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
Guess not. Just Sarah and the new guy. Oh, hey, Mateo.
I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing. So, instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison to the good? What is existence but a participation in being? For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast to a simplicity so pure that it may only be understood as primordial and even divine. Our essence is what was imagined by its mind. But what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny whitecaps on a massive searching sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
Oh, Walter.
I don't often speak about what I believe in. It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look inward. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife, or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for them. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If the pain of loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes from this. Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil, joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private. However, I know Barrett would have appreciated the sentiment.
Well, everyone's just walking away, so I guess the funeral is over. All right. Leave when you're ready. Okay. I guess I will leave. Alright, and let's put us back onto hostile intelligence. Yeah, that's completed. We're back to here. Visit Lieutenant Azevedo to purchase new gear. I don't know where that lieutenant is. I'm wondering if they're here on New Atlantis. Well, let's go to my ship. Oh, and I got a level, so I should probably look at spending some perks, even though I still have perks that aren't spent. Only 2. So I'm not that... I haven't gained too many. But I think I was working on several of these. So I still need to harvest for more creatures for that one. Need to do more scanning to increase my scanner. Scanning planets. This is important for setting up bases. So I'd probably want to get my rank up a bit higher.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Sure. But I think it's just going to Londinium now, right? No? Oh, so purchasing new gear would be here on Mars. Let's check it out, I suppose. To see what new gear they're proposing. Though my gun is still fantastic. I've had it for like 5 or 10 levels at this point. Like, I got that during the quest line for the Rangers. And it's still a great gun. But I think the rest, my armor, helmet, etc., probably could replace easily enough. Alright, what gear do you have for me?
Oh, this goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you, what do you need?
Just looking for some supplies. I want to introduce myself, Captain Orion, Vanguard. Been helping Hadrian. Well, aren't you just a ray of sunshine? What's wrong with Mars? Sure.
Nothing. I love having to take a toothbrush to every crate they drag in here. Now, you gonna tell me what you need, or can I get back to my work?
Want to introduce myself?
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. It sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there.
You're welcome. I hope your family was alright.
Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, other's an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed?
He just referred to his sister's kids as useless human beings. Wow. What do you think about the new project taking on the Terramorphs?
If anyone can pull off something as downright lunatic as that, it's these people. And I'll make sure they've got all the supplies they might need to make it a reality.
Okay. I get the sense this isn't the first time you've worked in this place, is that right?
That's correct. Ran logistics for the Devils for years before getting the assignment here. Military logistics isn't usually thrilling work, but as bone-crushingly exhausting as this job could be, it sure as hell was never dull. Coordinating habitats for nightmares from the far side of Lantana 8B and their favorite breathing snack foods? Sure, why not? Stocking the UC for a rancher who's got 2,000 grade A kilos of biomass he can ship to Mars per week? We call days like that Tuesday. I heard things might be opening up again. I put in for my transfer immediately.
Let's see what you got for sale.
Don't worry. I'll handle the paperwork.
Alright. Spacesuits. You've got nothing as good as what I'm wearing. Jetpacks. Okay. This one's a significant upgrade. Can I compare to equipped? There we go. So yeah, I've got 47, 55, 51. Weighs a lot less. Costs a lot more. Yeah, I'll take the upgrade. I mean, I've got the money. I guess that's his money. My money is down here. I'm all the way up to 450,000. Madness. So, yeah, I will take that. Helmets. What do you have? Okay, another solid upgrade. I'm mainly just looking at the primary 3 damages. It's a little bit better on airborne, but not as good on the other. I think those are what cause the random damages that we see down in our HUD of, you know, burns and freezes and all that, is these kind of protections. Chameleon I don't particularly need or care about, but I have noticed that it occasionally kicks on. Radiation resistance, meh. 25% damage on the next attack after hitting a target's head. I don't hit heads. I hit heads reasonably often, but we'll just go with the upgrade. A hat. No, none of those particularly seem useful. Buy a couple more med packs. Man, they cost a lot. But I am running low-ish. So I think I was up at like 20, 25. And yeah, I'm totally fine with my gun. It's a lot of damage, but the range... Is that the weapon I've been using? Yeah. It says the range is only 17. I snipe with that thing and it does fine. I don't know about that. Wow, you are very expensive. But no, I'm fine with the one I have. So we'll call that good. Wrong button. There we go. So if we go back to spacesuits, yeah, you and you. Okay, so now I have some mantis gear on me that I'm not going to want to accidentally sell. Because I am known to do that. Not really accidentally. I sold some gear because I didn't want to keep carrying it around. Should have kept it.
Captain Orion, do you require my assistance?
Not at all. So if we go upstairs. Nope. Nope. There are storages for Equipment, yes? Somewhere? Maybe that was up on the 3rd floor. Various lockers. Oh, we had like a helmet display somewhere. Maybe not. Oh well. Is there a container somewhere that I can just store stuff in? Nope. Oh, med pack. I will grab that. Trying to find a container so that things won't just float around, but I'm also worried that containers might get refreshed. I would hope not, but I wouldn't want something I put into a container to just suddenly vanish randomly. But I want to put it somewhere designated uniquely rather than just in the ship's inventory, so that I don't accidentally sell it. Can I put it into something like that? I don't know. There's really no display spot. There? You've chosen to sleep in our prison cell. I mean, you do you. Okay. Can you only take ammo? No. Apparently. So if I go to packs and say I want to store... Okay. No, I can't store that. So yeah, I have to find a larger container. That looks like a display case, but it's apparently not. Why is there no large container? I thought there was one that I saw a while ago.
Hello.
Oh well. No, Okay. This is what's in the ship. Go back to my inventory. That's what I want. Weapon-wise, those are fine. Let's get rid of the mantis. I guess we'll store that at the moment. Okay. Oh, I do need to sell a lot of that miscellaneous stuff. Sarah, you've got a bunch of my supplies.
Yeah, what is it?
It's trade gear. I'll store all of my resources in the ship.
Free to drop some stuff into my bag.
Yeah. Let's just grab all of this stuff.
Bye for now.
Yeah. R to transfer. Go to my inventory. Let's drop off some of these guns. And all of these resources. Come on. Hopefully that didn't take overly too much time. And we'll get back on with our mission. To go to Londinium. Which is where? Oh. Right by Alpha Centauri? Okay. I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, but